So my room is an unmitigated disaster, my Lego room, which is usually a week before a show. My room gets to be a complete and utter disaster. It is what it is. So I've been shopping around, did a lot of research, and Jackery seems to be the way to go. But my friend over at one of those Costco wholesaler outlets said that they had these cats on sale. This is a cat, 1200A. I don't know, these 1200 amps. I don't know. For like 100 and something dollars and 30% discount on whatever day. I got it for $70, $80. And I can't complain about that because I'm not going to use it just for the show this upcoming weekend. We're going to the Anime North at Toronto. We're going to be in Hall H, I believe. And they don't have power for stuff, for our shows, for our layouts. So we have to bring some batteries. And last year I went through a crap ton of batteries for the train and the 4 monorails. Like, I just couldn't believe how many batteries I went through, and I said, I don't want to do that again. So I was looking for a while, and then this thing came up, so I bought it. And then again, we're going to use it in the camper trailer and for whatever else. It's pretty light. It has an air compressor in it, so it's multifunction. You're supposed to, it's for your car. It's an emergency standby for your car. It has an air compressor in it. It has USB ports on it. It has 9 volts on it. It has a flashlight on one side. And I'm probably going to show you that. It also has jumper cables, so this thing will jump start your car should your car battery die. So the issue for me is the car, I haven't had a jump started car since the 90s, if that, maybe even the 80s, because most cars will tell you if you leave the lights on, which is something I notoriously did back when I was younger. But then again, all those cars are manual and would never tell you if you left the lights on. I haven't had a boost in a car in forever. But anyway, yes, it comes with jumper cables, and you just plug them in. You can start your car. But it also has an AC outlet. It has one AC outlet right there. And so I tested it on my laptop the other day. I ran a little bat file that would automatically update a little TXT file with the timestamp every 120 seconds, and I let it run, and it ran for almost 6 hours on my laptop. Now, my laptop doesn't draw a lot of power, but it probably does draw perhaps more power than one RCX with 2 monorail motors on it and 1 train controller with 1 motor on it, which is basically what I have in the layout that can be powered by 120 volts, because I only have 2 full monorail loops that have copper on them. I've been planning, and I do have a lot of copperized monorail that in my bins, but I haven't gotten around to 3 and 4. My other 2 monorail loops are still battery operated anyway. So for this show in Anime North, because I will not have time to get that together. For this show, I have 2 monorail motors, 1 train motor, 1 power bar, and this guy. Now, one of my friends from Toro Lug, who's also going to be there, she's going to bring the Jackery 500, which I was looking at purchasing, but it's $4.99 to start. And I don't know if that's US or Canadian, but I'm still doing some research. And since she's going to bring it to the show, and I'm going to use it on the layout, I'm going to see how long that one lasts compared to this one. But this one, I'm going to test now. So it's approximately around 6 o'clock p.m. I'm going to turn this thing on. There's got a little power button right there. So now it's on. I just finished fully charging it overnight. And so it's got 12.9 watts, I guess, the flashing. I don't care. I'm going to put the AC on. The AC is now on. It says AC. That means it says power bar is going to be on. Click. Power bar is on, which means the train controller is on. I'm going to turn on the RCX. On. Here it comes. Ready? God, I love that sound. wait, let's hear it again, just in case you missed it. Oops, found the button. Oh, what happened? Oh, I already blew it. Well, that's very odd. Okay, this is going to take some, I don't know, I'll have to figure it out. Okay, well, that's working. Plug that guy in. Okay, Oh, that was because it's working now. Anyway, hit run. So now the two monorails motors are running. And I'm going to just leave this alone. I'm going to let it run. So I won't bore you for the next 6 hours with the video. And I'll see what happens. And then I'm going to come down sporadically and check in on it. And I'll probably upload another video when it's done. Or just combine the videos when we're done. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm also getting ready. So this stuff was left over from the Mississauga Comic Expo when I did a tiny layout. And these are the monorails that I brought for the tiny layout and some other things. And so I had to remove all that from the bin down there, from the box down there, and refurbish it, or put all the stuff for the big layout back in, including that guy there. So I have to make sure I have everything for the show on Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because I don't want to be there and realize that I forgot something, because it's a long trip from Toronto back to Hamilton. These were my miscellaneous guys for the layout. Yeah, I just have a bag of figs. So I have to make sure I have everything ready for the layout. So that's my evening. I'm going to be doing that tonight, and that's why my room's a complete and utter disaster right now. I'm very discombobulated. But what are you going to do? So that's it. That's all. I will talk to you guys soon. Let's just finish this off right. I hope everybody's doing well. I do apologize for the fact that I haven't been uploading videos. Honestly, it's because I have nothing to talk about right now. Today I have this to talk about, but I haven't had much to talk about overall. And I've been very busy, housework, yard work. It's springtime. We planted all our flowers and blah, blah, blah. So I've been busy non-legoing, as they say, non-legoing. And it's been fun. And I've gotten the wood shop and I built some planters and stuff. So clean up the wood shop. Happy about that. So anywho, that's why I haven't been posting Lego stuff. I got a couple sets for my birthday that I might talk about soon that are really, really nice. I'm very happy I got them, but not right now. So I will talk to you guys soon. Take care. So I came downstairs at 9:30. I started this at 6:40, I guess, upstairs. When I went upstairs at 7 o'clock. So 3 hours. Running the two monorails and the one train motor, and we're at 3 bars still. So this is running much longer than the laptop did, because the laptop got, I think, if I remember what they said in the last video, I think almost 6 hours. That's right, I don't have to watch my video. That's a lot of video. But so this stuff seems to be drawing less juice than the actual laptop did, so this might last a day for the show. So with the my friend's Jackery battery backup in this thing, I should be good. And then this thing's easy to carry around. It's pretty light, so take that back to the hotel room at night and charge it up. So I think this is a worthy thing, and I'm pretty happy. So I'm comfortable for the show. I just need to get a couple 9 volts for the other 2 monorails, and I'm good to go. So there you go. Video done. I'll talk to you guys soon. I thought this was over, but it's 10:54. That thing is still on 3 bars, so this has been running since 6:40, so it's over 4 hours, and I think this will last the night. I'll see. But I also had to reconvert this guy back into a powered rails, because I basically built this whole apparatus on here that had this thing on here and the battery box to run the power functions train. So I basically dismantled whatever was there, and I put the train battery and the PF receiver on there, and I had to convert it back, because now we're back onto powered rails for the show. Yay! So I know some of my 1x2s are pretty worn out. I should order those transparent stickers from our favorite stores, sticker shops, and get that fixed. But really quick talk about this guy. I love this guy. This is 100% inspired by my good friend Jeff BW. 100% inspired. He came up with a train for our first train space train. which had a really, really cool looking engine. And then a big center car that carried the 69502 rockets. That was fantastic. And then a wonderful caboose with rocket engines on the back. It was one of my favorite, well, most of Jeff, I'll say all of Jeff's builds are my favorite builds. They're so fantastic. But he came up with a way of hiding the train motor by doing this. And I did it basically on all of them. So you can see the train. This, by the way, to go off and get another tangent, this motor doesn't actually have an electric motor inside. This motor is one of my few that died so far. I just ripped out the guts, so basically these wheels just spin free. But it does have a power pickup. The power pickup still works, should you choose to use it for something. So that's why this one, there's no motor in here, but the power pickup still works. So you can actually transfer the power to an RCX, which I've done. And then, so let's go off on that quick tangent. So with the power pickups here going to an RCX, I was using not even just an RCX, my LDCC chip. So my LDCC chip connected to this guy to get the signals from the track into the LDCC, which then controlled the motor, which did not have the power pickup connected, but the motor still worked, but the power wasn't coming off the wheels, so I could actually control the motor via LDCC and other apparatus. No, again, I also had LDCC converted motors too, but it's just me goofing around. But anyway, back to this guy. So this bottom was completely inspired by Jeff, so you can't tell that they're actually the train motors. And of course, this one is just a, you can see the plastic dust is normal. Look at all the plastic dust in there. Yeah, so this is just me taking apart a train wheel and then using the friction pin with stud, and then the axle. So it has the same wheel setup as this guy. And sometimes, in order for it to fit properly, you actually have to take a little bit of a Dremel and Dremel out the inside of these panels so the wheels don't touch. Shh, don't tell anybody. Not all the time. I don't know why. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But that's what I had to do. So there's some slight modifications there. The other slight modification is, come on, because this power pickup has the lights in here. So they got the wire to go to bring the lights in here. This is usually a 2x2 with a half curve on top. This had to be a 1x2 because this is sitting right next to the power connector. If I take that off, and take all this stuff off, you'll see, oh my goodness, this is me taking it apart, if I can, one-handed, there we go. So there's the power connector there, which brings the power into here, so the cab lights up. It is what it is. Again, I don't have a problem modifying bricks when necessary, but again, what I honestly tried to do, is my modifications are hidden overall, so people don't know it's modified. I think that's the only modified brick here, modified plate here, except for, again, the busted train motor back here, but I'm not doing anything about that. These things are fully 2x2s because there's no power pickups there. 2x2s modified plate with a half round on it. But you can just see all the plastic dust. You can see that this has been in the layout for a very, very long time, going around and around and around. Which leads me to my next point. So the end state, if there is an end state of my layout, is to have the whole thing controlled by those guys, RCXs, to power the rails, because then you can put buttons out there for the public to press. So when nobody's watching the layout, the train will stop, which will save the motor, which save the plastic dust, blah, blah, blah. And then the people come over and because there's been some quiet lulls and shows, and these things are still going around with nobody to see. So you put a button out there, hey, press this button to watch the train go around, or whatever. Press this button to move the monorail to the next station. Whatever, stuff like that. So the interactive with the audience, as well as saving the Lego from wearing out. Because moving parts are fantastic for a public show. The more moving parts you have, I've always said, the more things moving, flashing, lighting, whatever, the more people are drawn to it. But of course, the corollary is The more moving parts, the more things are going to go wrong, the more things wear out. A static display is static. You can just keep on setting it up, taking it down, just showing it. Nothing changes besides, people knocking it. But when you have moving parts and pieces, I mean, just look at all the dust on there that I never bother cleaning off. Look at all the plastic dust down there, which again, I never bother cleaning off. So, because I don't waste my time. Come on. I want the layout to look lived in. So I want it to look. That's why, I wouldn't mind fixing those, but that's why I use my old bricks. You can see that these are slightly faded. These ones especially, I just built these tonight, by the way. But these ones are really, really yellowed because they've been out in the air and on display for many, many times. And those are my originals from my Starfleet Voyagers. These guys are not. These guys are just built now. I had a tough time finding more shutters, white shutters. I'm not saying that's the last of them, because I got like a dozen of these things around the layout, just because, you have to have things like the storage containers. But it was tough for me to find the last set of 4 windows with shutters to build 2 more of those, because I didn't feel like building the little ones that came in the 924, which is usually on there. And I have them in a box somewhere and I can't find it, and I don't care because I got a show in 2 days. So still going. This should be now reconverted back into powered rails. I'm going to risk it. I'm not even going to bother bringing the battery connectors wherever they put them over there. This guy here, yeah, I'm not even going to bother bringing that. If this thing's not running, it's not running. But I'm going to give it a quick test, and I'm going to replace that. I've already tested the motor. That's running. I'm going to bring that motor as a spare, because sometimes motors do wear out. Very, very infrequently. But I think I should be fine. And I still have as yet to remodify that to have pickups. I have a spare bogie here that looks pretty much mint. And yes, I'm going to be drilling holes in it very, very soon. So again, if you don't like the idea of people modifying Lego with Dremels and stuff, don't watch my videos. I don't want to hear, oh, you shouldn't do that. Yeah, I should. I own it. I respect them, but I don't worship them to the point where I will not modify Lego when necessary. So that's a definite modification. What's going to happen is I'm going to drill a hole. What happens, these voids right here and here, I drill a hole right at the top on an angle, so it comes into this little groove here in the top, so the wires can come through without interfering with this guy, so it can still go up and down ramps. And then it comes out back with the 2x2 powered connector on it, which usually for me, as I say, if it's coming out here, it just has to be like 2 inches long, 2-3 inches long to get to here. So it doesn't have to be long. I may do a video, but it won't be tonight because it's late tonight. It's almost 11 o'clock, or it's probably past 11 now. But I'm going to do that, and maybe that's tomorrow night after everything is said and done. We got a lot of work. You can even see it here, how worn out that is. It's just, wow. I have old Lego. I always say old Lego is cool Lego, but I have such old Lego that you see a lot of wear on my moving parts. That's what happens. But I love doing shows, so it's worth, there it is. It's worth the damage. But that's it, that's all. Tangents and trains, oh my. I will talk to everybody soon. Everybody stay safe, take care. And again, show Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I might do a live. We'll have to see. That's the hope. But I will post on my Facebook, and I'll probably make a short YouTube and upload it on site to tell you when I'm going to do the live. But I want to get, as I say, a lay of the land first. So I will talk to everybody soon. Take care, bye.